If someone disappeared on you, but you still feel them. If the silence is louder than the connection ever was. If part of you knows this hurt you deeply, and another part of you still cannot let it go, this video's message is for you. Because ghosting is painful enough on its own. But when it happens inside a twin flame or deep soul connection, it can leave you feeling confused, abandoned, triggered, and spiritually unsettled all at once. In this video, we're going to talk about why ghosting hurts so deeply, why no closure keeps you emotionally hooked, why this kind of silence can feel different in a twin flame connection, and how to begin calming the trigger without losing yourself in the pain. Stay with me until the end, because I've included a short healing message there for anyone who needs a gentle space to breathe, soften, and find a little peace after ghosting. That is very strong because it speaks directly into the wound and gives a clear, stay to the end reason. Why ghosting hurts so deeply. Ghosting hurts so deeply because it is not just someone leaving, it is someone disappearing while your feelings are still active and alive. This is someone you connected with, someone who seemed to be part of your divine destiny. What hurts most is that they left without warning. Nothing happened that indicated they were unhappy. In fact, the reverse was true. You were getting on really well. The connection you shared was uplifting. You could and still feel them energetically. You don't know what to do. You are left waiting and find yourself checking your phone several times a day. You keep playing everything in your mind, trying to understand what happened. Did you say anything? Do anything? What went wrong and why would they go quiet now, when everything was going so well? This is why ghosting can hurt even more than rejection. Because with rejection, you know where you stand. With rejection, it is clear you have something. But with ghosting, you have nothing. Ghosting leaves the door half open in your mind, and your nervous system does not know whether to grieve, hope, or brace itself. Ghosting feels so painful, not because you can't deal with rejection, but because not knowing where you stand leaves your heart in limbo. You don't know whether to stay or walk away. The door is still open, and they have walked away with your heart still open, still longing, still yearning for something that started so well and now has left you feeling so empty with things up in the air. Ghosting feels disrespectful because it is a rupture to your mind, body, and soul. It is not just the silence, the distance, or that they pulled away so abruptly. It is the sudden breaking of emotional contact, seemingly, without care, without explanation, and without honouring what was shared. And that is what hurts so much, because when someone ghosts you, it can feel like your feelings were left holding all the weight while the other person walked away from the emotional reality of what happened. That is why ghosting can feel so jarring, not only because they left, but because they left you carrying the confusion, the questions, and the pain on your own. And yes, on a human level, that can feel downright rude, because real connection deserves honesty, it deserves emotional responsibility, it deserves a proper ending if the person cannot stay. So if ghosting hurt you, made you feel disrespected, you are not overreacting. Your system is responding to a rupture. And you deserve an answer. You deserve to know why they disappeared. And it is just respectful to let you know, because it is not just about them. You matter too. In the full video, I go deeper into why ghosting creates such a painful rupture in twin flame connections, and why the silence can linger in your mind long after the person has gone. If this video resonates with you, please subscribe, like, and drop a yes in the comments section or type why to help grow this community. Why no closure keeps you emotionally hooked? No closure keeps you emotionally hooked because your mind does not know where to put the pain. When something ends clearly, painful as it is, your heart can begin to grieve what happened. But when someone disappears, avoids the conversation, or leaves everything hanging, your mind keeps circling back, trying to finish a story that it was not able to complete. That is why you keep replaying the messages, rereading the signs, wondering what changed, wondering if they will come back, wondering whether something has happened to them, wondering whether any of it was real. No closure creates an emotional loop, and in that loop, you can become attached not only to the person, but to the unanswered question. So if you feel stuck, it does not mean you overreacting. It means your heart is trying to make sense of something that was left unfinished. Why would my twin flame ghost me like this? And why does it feel so different, so painful, yet so unfinished? Twin flame ghosting can feel different because it does not just touch your feelings, it touches your whole inner world. It can feel as though this person reached somewhere deep inside you, activated your heart, mind, and your very soul. They left you hoping, wounded, longing, and then vanished into thin air. So you are not only grieving their absence, you are grieving the version of yourself that woke up in their presence. That is why this kind of ghosting can feel so intense. Because the connection may have stirred something spiritual, emotional, and deeply personal all at once. You may still feel the bond. You may still sense them. You may still feel like something unfinished is hanging in the air. And that is what makes it so confusing, so difficult, because your mind is trying to make sense of it, whilst your heart wants to go deeper. Your twin flame does not mean to hurt you intentionally. They fear the intensity of this connection. They fear this level of vulnerability. They fear they may lose control, lose themselves. They may need more time to grow and recognize their true identity. So for now, they keep running until they run into their true self, and then they will return to you, ready to explore this deeper connection you share. If this resonates, stay with me here on Soul Sanctuary, because I'm going deeper into ghosting, no contact, and the pain of unfinished love. Not everyone is ready for a twin soul level of connection, because this kind of bond does not just feel romantic. It can feel exposing, transformative, almost impossible to hide inside. The divine feminine energy often feels the connection deeply, senses, recognizes, and may long to move closer. The divine masculine energy may feel the same bond very differently. They may feel it as pressure, as loss of freedom and control, as a mirror showing parts of themselves that has not healed yet. So they run. Not always because the bond is false, because it is real enough to shake the identity they have built around distance, pride, distraction, or emotional self-protection. Even the body can play a role. Dopamine can make the connection feel electric to the divine masculine, whilst oxytocin can deepen the connection, making it magnetic to the divine feminine, which may cause the on-again, off-again union where they can't seem to stay together, yet can't keep away from each other. And stress hormones can make deep love feel overwhelming if someone does not yet feel whole enough to receive it. So, yes, sometimes a person keeps running until they run into their more evolved self. And sometimes they do come back a changed person, ready to align with what their soul desires. Not because love chased them down, but because life finally brought them face to face with their true selves. But for you, divine feminine, it does not mean you must remain as lady-in-waiting. This won't help you on your own soul's journey, because the deeper lesson of this journey is not whether they return to you or not, but whether you return to yourself. Never leave your soul's center to chase another. Let them heal and meet you where you are. If this resonates, stay with me here on Soul Sanctuary, because I'm going deeper into ghosting, no contact, and the pain of unfinished love. The twin flame bond may feel spiritual, but the wound is still human. The twin flame bond feels spiritual, but the human may still be carrying old wounds, and that matters. Because when a connection feels sacred, intense, and hard to explain, it can be tempting to rise so far into the spiritual meaning of it that you stop honoring the pain it has caused you at the human level. Your heart is the emotional core of the human soul. Your nervous system is human. Your body is human. So even if the bond feels spiritual, ghosting still hurts. Silence still wounds. Distance still triggers abandonment, confusion, longing, and grief. That is why the divine feminine must be careful not to turn spiritual love into self-abandonment. You do not have to chase what is meant to be yours. You do not have to wait in suffering to prove the bond is real. And you do not have to shrink your life around someone who is still in their growing phase. Yes, honor the connection. Yes, honor what your soul has felt. But also honor your own humanity. Because real spiritual growth is not just about holding space for the other. It is also about holding yourself through the pain without losing yourself inside it. So let this be a reminder to yourself. Feel what you feel. Trust what you have felt. But keep moving forward. Keep healing. Keep living. But remember you matter too. And let life unfold for you in the best possible way. Life is always supporting your highest goals. So when you are ready, after the longing, the yearning, and the incessant replays in your mind, allow life to do the heavy lifting for you, revealing to you what's unfolding in the unknown. Know that it will always be better than you expected, and always for your highest good. How to begin calming the ghosting trigger and calling your energy back. When the ghosting trigger hits, the first thing to understand is this. You are not only missing them, you are often reacting to the shock, the silence, and the abandonment the ghosting awakened inside you. That is why the feeling can come in waves. One message in your mind, one memory, one song, one quiet night, and suddenly your whole body feels pulled back into the ache. So the first step is not to force yourself not to feel. It is to gently interrupt the spiral. Pause. Breathe. Place your hand on your heart or on your stomach and remind yourself, I call my energy back from confusion. I call my energy back from silence. I call my energy back from chasing what has not chosen me clearly. Because every time you stop feeding the loop, you begin strengthening your return to self. This is not about pretending the connection meant nothing. It is about no longer allowing the trigger to own your peace. The divine feminine must remember, you do not calm your soul by chasing. You calm your soul by coming home to yourself. If this video resonates with you, please subscribe, like, and drop a yes in the comments section, or type why to help grow this community. Return to your soul's sanctuary after being ghosted. Take a slow breath and let yourself return to you. Return to your heart. Return to your truth. Return to the deeper part of you that already knows you are being guided toward love, peace, and a more beautiful future than you can ever imagine. There is a version of you rising now that is strong, calm, self-aware, and deeply rooted in her worth. She is not waiting for life to choose her. She is becoming the woman who knows she is already chosen by her own soul. So let yourself soften, let yourself trust, let yourself be carried forward. You are returning to your true self, and everything is unfolding for you in perfect timing.